Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to RimWorld. In the last, our settlers began to settle, and here we have Lostiel meditating in her room. Yes, meditation is something that she can practice as a monk, and that meditation is also going to help heal her wounds. I think if we have a closer look, we might be able to see that. Yeah, already. She's looking perfectly fine. She didn't have much in the way of wounds beforehand, but I think we're just going to let her do this meditation. I think it's probably going to be complete once it reaches its like full capacity here. Yeah, and that'll give her the ability to use some of these different abilities. Ideally, we're not going to be getting her into battle because, well, we want to be sure that our healer is not getting damaged. Yeah. You'll also notice that everyone is moving down here at the moment, down into the caves. Yes, we need to have a proper storage system. And really, for now, it's a pile. It's a nice pile, but it's still a pile. As having our material outside here, it is still going to degrade over time. We need to make sure that there is walls around it. So instead of walling this off, I think we're just going to place everything in here and we're going to get this section walled off. We are placing down some other walls as well, as we have these critters on the map. Spiders, insects, trouble. And so our plan is to wall these creatures off. Let them exist in the caves peacefully by themselves. And so we are going to have these iron walls put down at some point throughout today. We are also going to try and get a research table in here with Lostiel. However, we are going to need a lot more wood to be able to do all of these things. And I think Lostiel is nearly finished here. Caddy's fully healed, so that's good news for us. But yeah, Lostiel is just finishing up this meditation session here, and there we go. She has 30, I guess, key at the moment. Yeah. We'll see if she's able to put that to use. She is cutting plants at the moment, taking the honey root, which is this special type of mushroom that grows down here in the caves. I am hoping that we're going to be able to do something with this, but most importantly, Lostiel is going to be chopping down trees for us. Yep, our lumberjack elf is going to be doing pretty much this for the rest of the day, as we are going to need a lot of wood. It's going to be our primary construction material for a while. We do have a lot of stone here on the map, but that's going to require stone cutting, and Bonthan isn't there quite yet. He will be within time though, and so we're going to let time advance throughout today, as, well, we just need to get this wood cut down so that we can start getting this little section here built on up. And Lobelia, well, she is going to be getting our meals prepped and ready for us at the same time. Oh, and the time is here already. We need to give ourselves a name, the settlement a name, and what our group is going to be called. So for our settlement name, we're going to be going with Lost Lorien, named of course after Lostiel. I feel like it's something that might stick, and as far as our faction name goes, we're just going to be going with Northern Rest for now, as this will be a stop-off point for folks that want to make their way far to the north, and this might not be the only location that we have, so we could be looking at a franchise here. For now though, we have ourselves a name, and as you can see, there's a lot of activity as Lobelia is getting in on the logging. We're going to have that wood we need before too long. And we've had two events pop up. First of all, an ambrosia sprout. Now, ambrosia is good and bad. It is a slightly addictive fruit, but it's also delicious. So if we let these grow to fruition, we might be able to, ration them somewhat. The other thing to note is Lostiel has developed another combat skill. Now during the day it seems that her ki does start to wane, so we'll need to try and meditate on a schedule of sorts. But I believe if we head into might here, yes, we do have another point. We could go straight into strength, but I'm thinking we might want to try and balance it out a little bit more. We do have two abilities starting off, this Tiger Strike and Dragon Strike. Honestly, not sure which is going to be better right now, but we do have one in Tiger's Fury, so maybe we just go with that. Let's just try and max that out to begin with. Yeah, so Tiger Strike, I believe, allows us to deliver multiple rapid strikes. We are going to have to get rid of these blades before long. Yeah. What I'm hoping is that we're going to be able to set up a whole heap of combat training dummies that Lostiel might be able to get a little bit better at melee. But again, being our only doctor right now, we're probably going to be trying to hold her back for the time being. Things are looking nice and tidy out here though, as another night rolls on around. We are going to want to try and deal with this nudity situation. And well, Morg has just been hauling for now and doing a little bit of construction, but I think we might want to get Morg to do a little bit more hunting for us, as if we can get enough of one type of material, we can make ourselves some basic clothing. Yeah, that'll be the plan. And you know what? I think even before we do that, we're going to steal Morg. As soon as he's had this meal, we're going to get this table deconstructed, because that is actually holding us back at the moment. I'd very much like to get a research table here. There we go. And so, let's get that plopped on down. Just a basic wooden research table, and I think we should be able to fit that in there perfectly fine. And this is going to keep Lostiel busy. Yeah, I feel like we've got enough wood for now. Like a whole heap of wood, in fact. Lostiel and Lobelia are both good constructors, so I think we're going to be able to get her to work on this, if one isn't already working on it. And hey, look at that. The steel walls are already in place, and so the insects should theoretically be stuck in here for now. We're going to have to hope that that is the case. Prioritize working on that bench, please. We want to get that up and running, because our first point of call for research is going to be lambus bread. We should be able to grow lambus here, and lambus bread is going to keep us fed for a very, very long time. We're not going to need to refrigerate it, and yeah, I feel like that's probably going to be our main food source here before we can try and figure out some other means of feeding ourselves. We are also going to need some warmer clothes. Temperatures are going to be dropping down. Yeah, that is fair, and that's something that can come from research as well. So let's get this bench built before you go to sleep tonight, Lostiel. We'd be very appreciative of that. That's the last of the resources there. No failures, and we'll be looking good. And just like that, we've got ourselves a research bench. Jumping in and having a look at this here, we need 700 to finish whey bread of the elves, which is going to allow us to make flour, grow lambus, and make elvish bread. Yeah. And here we are at the start of another day, and Bomfin is still the first to rise. I'm quite impressed with how early he gets up. We finally have ourselves a nice joy object here by the river, one to start with, a nice bench to watch the river flow on by. Are they actually using their rooms? They are. Fantastic. Well, kind of. Lostiel used Lobelia's room there. I guess that's okay. And it looks like Morg is researching. Now, Morg is also a keeper. He's quite good at researching. Lostiel is a better researcher, but yeah, you know what? I think I'm okay with her finishing harvesting this wood for now. We're just going to have to make sure that we actually get that brought back in. And I think Morg is going to be busy here, because I'm looking at these deer. We are going to try and take a few of them. We'll go for you, and we'll go for a few of these stags here as well, if we can. There's always a chance that they will fight back, so we need to be prepared for that. Obviously, we could just send Bomfin over to electrocute them, but I think this is going to give Morg a chance. Let's just head into our work here. Yeah, that is a number one priority, so here he goes. He's heading off to hunt the deer any moment now. Oh, okay, that's kind of a start. I guess he's just kind of splitting his attention with who he's going to hunt here. Eventually, one of them will go down. And of course, Lobelia will then process the animal. We are going to have to build another structure for that, but we'll see how he does. Doing okay so far, Morg. The one here might be, worth shooting at. You know what? I think we can probably safely leave Morg to this for now. So, good hunting, my friend. And there we go. He managed to get himself a kill and put the animal out of its misery, which is nice. I believe his shooting has gone up to level 6 now, so he is getting better, slowly but surely. And obviously this is a good chance for him to just improve overall. Oh dear. Well, it would seem that we are not alone up here in these hills. We have a raid. Tribespeople from the Barna kinship have arrived nearby. Let's jump to the location. It is an individual named Reindeer, who is a 16-year-old artist who is coming at us with a steel knife. Let's just see exactly what our friend Reindeer is looking like. Okay, he's a cannibal. Interesting. Don't think we can make use of a artistic animal training cannibal. So, yeah, buddy, no, I don't think that's going to happen. So, let's see. Obviously, we do have our deer out here. We don't want him to get away with that. So, we're going to send Bomfin out. And Bomfin, we're going to get you to use your lightning bolt here. We'll get the rest of them ready as well, so let's just get everyone else heading over here for now. Obviously, Morg is nice and close, but we don't want to get Morg engaged yet. We want to try and get everyone over here together to help out Bomfin, who looks like he's going to go up that way. Let's just go draft him for a second here, just so that we might be able to try and lightning bolt him from this position. Okay, everybody get ready. Yeah, we're going to be fine. We got this. Morg, head down here, a little bit ahead of the others. Okay, and we will go down to regular speed. Time for some lightning. Oh my god, we just exploded his head. Oh my god, Bomfin. Yep, melted. We melted his head clean off. Now, obviously, that is why this is very dangerous, you know. God damn, he's got pants as well, but we can't really take those. Okay, look, we're just gonna dig a grave here, I think, for him. Yeah, just so that he's not going to be in the way. Lobelia, if you could help us out with that. Morg, head on. Actually, go back to hunting, Morg. Bomfin, we're gonna get you to deal with that. Lost Deal, you can head back to base. Night is on its way. Oh boy. Yeah. So if we come up against a mage of our own, we need to be prepared that that is a possibility, that could happen. Okay, so Bomfin, we want you to go haul, but I guess eat next to the body? Sure, fine. You can do that. Lobelia, I would very much like you to do some animal processing, just as soon as you've picked up that. Yeah, we'll be sure to check back in there. Morg, good hunting. Bomfin, let's see if we can get this body put in here. So we are going to prioritize burying you for now. Yeah, let's go ahead and just drop you in there. We could go ahead and equip the steel knife, or just let's just haul it for now, and we'll also prioritize hauling that silver. Yeah, get that done. Well, that is our first raid done and dusted, and hey, look at this. It looks like we have our first harvest coming through. Well, maybe not harvest. No, it's just Lobelia clearing the way for us to be able to grow this next lot of food. I'm sure that we will find a use for all of these plant scraps. We just don't have a use yet. And hey, look at that. We've got 40 bearskin here, so we should be able to do something with that. Let's see if we can find something that uses 40. Okay, tribal kilt, 40, fantastic. Let's go ahead and order that to get done. So Bomfin is going to make a bearskin kilt, and that will be good for either Lobelia or Bomfin. I'm sure he'll probably try and make use of that himself. And hey, Lobelia making it up here with the rat, fantastic, thank you. Obviously, the meat isn't going to last for that long, that's okay, and yeah, we're actually out of meals at the moment, unless they are down here, which of course they are not currently. Okay, that's all right. And ooh, caravan animals wander in. They seem to belong to some kind of caravan. Valuable items. Ooh, you can collect these items if we tame them or kill them. Let's have a look. So these two here. Now, is it a male and a female? 2 males. What do we want to do here? Do we want to kill them or tame them? I suppose we could try and tame them. It's not impossible. They're going to be here for a few days. We are going to need food to tame them. I wonder if we can just use the plant scraps as they are. Probably not. That's a whole lot of wood to haul. Bomfin's going to be very, very busy with that. Obviously, we do have him trying to make stuff at the same time. It's just busy everywhere right now. We need to make sure that Lostiel gets some research done tomorrow. We are getting there with our lumbers. And overnight, while sleeping, Bonfin has got better at magic. Fantastic. Let's have a look and see what we're going to do. So we've got the power. Now I'm thinking either versatility or efficiency. We could go for efficiency. You know what? We're going to go for versatility first. There we go. And Bonfin straight into making that kilt. Fantastic. And I think we're going to have that done before anyone else wakes up. That's a lie. Lostiel is up and researching. And fantastic. We have ourselves a kilt. Okay, let's see. Are you going to just chuck this on, my friend? I hope that you are. No, you're not yet. Well, ideally, Lobelia or Bonfin will go and chuck on the kilt. Neither of them yet, and we're just eating raw meat, Lobelia. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh dear. Okay, so you're still hauling primarily, Bonfin. That's good. You keep doing what you're doing. Lobelia, you are going to be butchering first and foremost. That is also okay, but we do need to make sure that, eventually we get some more meals cooked because we're going to start getting hungry. Oh boy. Oh, Lostiel chucked on the kilt, but is now not wearing anything on her chest. Yeah. She ditched the elf robe. I don't know why she decided she wanted to do that. I think it'd be fair if the others have a chance to get clothes first, Lostiel. Yeah, I think I might need to give her a custom wardrobe for now. There we go. Bonfin is wearing the kilt. Fantastic. Good stuff, my friend. Good stuff. Now, we should have enough leather eventually to make another one of those, so we're just going to go ahead and add one more to that, so that hopefully that will get done before long. Lobelia, thank you very much. Getting things cooked. Fantastic. And yeah, we do have a fair amount of light leather down here, so we just need to make sure that we get enough of one type. Not yet, but soon, one might hope. And Bonfin has completed another kilt for us. Fantastic. So we're actually just going to tell Lobelia to head straight down there to chuck on this kilt. And then I think we should be good for clothing for now. Yep, wonderful. Now we do need to have warm clothing eventually. Right now that's not an issue. We're doing okay. But, there we go. We've got some visitors. They're back yet again. We don't have any guest beds yet. We will. We could send them away for now. I think we're going to send them away one more time, and I think we're going to try and focus on getting a guest bed up and running, because we have the wood now. We're going to let Lostiel just focus on research. Everyone else can pitch in on construction. Well, okay, there we go. I know it looks a bit involved, but yeah, this is what we're looking at. This will be our guest room. This is going to be our kitchen preparation area, and this is going to be the main meeting hall and, recreation space. We are going to want to make sure that we have somewhere for Bonfin to do his creations, but I'm thinking that's probably actually going to be in here. He is a dwarf after all, so I feel like that makes a bit of sense. Lostiel, you're just kind of hanging out by the fire. Relaxing socially, by the fire, speaking to the flowers, no doubt. Well, enjoy that for now. Lobelia isn't looking too happy currently. Chemical starvation. Fascinated by drugs. That's not so good. Yeah, not so good at all. And eating without a table, also not great. But leveling up cooking, that is something worthwhile. There we go. Nice. Well, it's very early morning and Bonfin is at work. Yes, I've decided to give him his creative space over here. Still consuming raw meat. That's not so good. Yeah, Lobelia, we need you to focus on that cooking before we do any other kind of construction. Morg is going to be focusing primarily on construction at the moment. All the other hauling and the rest can be done by Bonfin once he's completed this work here. Lobelia, let's get to cooking, huh? Yeah, thank you. Interesting. Well, I knew this was a possibility, but from mining we've got some unrefined magicite here, something that I think Bonfin will be able to make use of eventually. A nice find. Very nice. And for the time being, we're going to be dropping our cooked simple meals on the floor here just to give Lobelia a bit of time. Oh, a farming frenzy. Morg, fantastic. Well, I don't see you doing any farming, but hey, that's good, I suppose. And look at that, those gates work well. So, we still have these 2 muffalo, and we need to decide what we're going to do with them. Taming them is going to be difficult to do at this stage, and so I'm thinking, honestly, taking them out might be the best move. It would give us some resources, a fair amount of wool. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Morgan Bomfin, I want to see you up here now, please, and thank you. We are going to be using a lightning bolt to, start things off here. I don't think the lightning bolt by itself is going to do enough, but hey, you never know, so let's see. Targeting this one here, we've managed to stun it. It is injured, and we're going to go ahead and, mark this one for hunting. Morg, let's go get you. Engaging this one here, and there we go, we're ready for another strike. And it is down. Okay, I think Morg is moving into, put the creature out of its misery. And so we're going to do the same thing again with Bomfin over here. This lightning bolt, which we have powered up, is a very useful tool. I hope the gods don't think we're misusing this at this stage. Let's also mark this for hunting. Yeah, there we go. Morg, if you'd be so kind. That stun is fantastic. And I think we'll try and see if we can get one more in here, as it is now aggressive. One more strike, please. Should be enough to do it. And Morg, let's get you, fleeing. Fleeing sounds good. There we go. Bomfin, you are magnificent, my friend. Okay, so what did they have on them? Oh, an elf doll. That's adorable. A cloth toque. Okay, that's not bad. Some chocolate, silver, some cloth. Well, I do feel a little bit bad taking them out. A camel hide bear headdress. Very nice. Another headdress and, God, even a cowboy hat. Well, that's something, I suppose. Not bad. Not bad. Now, Lobelia, you're heading up to butcher? Yeah, that's a lot to butcher. Good luck there. Now, I would like to get these things undercover before long and or being used by our folk. Yeah. Let's see. Lostiel, looks like you've got another ability. Just from doing what you're doing at the moment, which is nice. Tiger's Fury, level 3. There we go. Cleansing Meditation is something that we probably want to get up as well. Our healer being able to heal herself, that's great. I absolutely love that. And yeah, I guess this is another thing that I should stop from happening at the moment as well. We're taking our meat very far away from where we are cooking. And cooking right next to where we're butchering, I know at this stage, isn't very, very clean. So we need to be careful of that. But yeah, we'll keep the meat in here for now too. Alright, Lobelia has the second muffalo now. Not bad, not bad. 44 blue fur from one creature there, so I feel like we're going to be able to get something out of the two of them. A whole heap of meat is one thing. Unfortunately, a lot of that meat we're just not going to be able to use. If we can get some traders, that would be fantastic. I suppose we'll see what we can do. Bomfin, thank you very much for doing what you're doing right now. We'll be sure to deck your place out before long too. Lostiel, keep up the fantastic work. Go grab yourself a meal, or just, go for a bit of a walk if that's what you want to do. And I think it is for now. And unfortunately, yeah, food poisoning, that was always a possibility. We do have a rather dirty cooking area, something that I'm hoping to rectify over here. We will have a separate area for butchery as well. It's just going to be a question of getting this stuff built. Well, that's interesting. We just had, through a portal, a patch leather blouse appear. It was from a cargo pod of some kind, so it would seem that cargo pods can still land here, and that's what happened in this instance. This patch leather blouse might be useful for one of our folk here, but I'm not sure exactly who. Bomfin, on your way back here, I know you want to rest, let's get you to haul that back for us. Thank you very much, good sir. Lostiel is very close to finishing her research now. We're right on the edge of it. Lambus just around the corner, and there we go. Waybread of the elves. One bite is enough to fill the stomach of a grown man, or the fourth of a hobbit's. Let's make sure we try and get this planted now. We're actually going to have a break from researching for the time being. It looks like Lostiel's jumping straight into harvesting our rice, which is fantastic. It's good to know that we have some extra food coming in now. We're not going to have to rely just on the meat. Lostiel, thank you very much. Let's have a look at that lambus, huh? Here we go. Lambus plant. We definitely want to get that down. Oh boy, it sounds like Bonfin. Yeah, Bonfin's not having a great time. I think we're going to let these potatoes get grown, but what we're going to do with the rice here is we're going to swap that over so that we're actually going to be harvesting lambus from here too. Obviously, having some variety to our crop is going to be a good idea, so we will try and keep that up. But yes, Lostiel, if you can do this harvest and then get some of that good stuff down, and oh, that's cheeky. Okay, well, I guess we're going to hunt the otter because it's decided it wants to go ahead and eat our rice stores. Frustratingly enough. Morg, if you'd be so kind, I know you're hauling. If you could. Thank you. And ideally, there's 2 of them now. Okay, alright, these otters are a problem. This rice will get processed, but yeah, let's get that in. And lambus, well, there it is. It has a 120 growth rate percentage here in this nice soil. So that's going to be very, very nice. We're just going to allow Morg to continue hunting because he needs to get a little bit of extra skill here. And oh, look at that. We've got one following us. So Bonfin, buddy, where are you at the moment? You're actually a little bit further away. That's not so good. So I think we might have to get our friends to help us out here. Let's go get ready to send them in. Morg, just keep running for now, my friend. It is currently bleeding out, so I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem for us. Lostiel, there we go. Wow. Okay. Melee level 1, but also just very good. I don't know if she was using Tiger Strike then. I think she might have been. I'm not sure, but goddamn, I'm impressed all the same. Morg, you can stop cowering now. The otter revenge is over. Fantastic. Well, it's pretty basic, but I have asked for a stonecutter's bench and a door to get placed in here for now. We're obviously going to need some light as well, and it is splitting our resources. Ideally, we want to get this up and running as soon as possible. Yeah. Lobelia, you've been doing fantastic work for us though. Okay, we have had a earthquake. It seems to just be a minor one though. I'm not noticing any trouble. No damage to the structures. Okay, well I guess we got lucky there. Sure, overnight we can see that the temperatures are indeed dropping, so we are going to want to try and get some warm clothes made before too long, so could be worth having a look at some. And yet again we have some more visitors and we still quite aren't ready for them. Well, as the day goes on, we are seeing more of this structure come into effect. Fantastic. Only one botched construction. We've been doing pretty good in that regard so far. Let's hope they can keep it up. Well, another evening has arrived and a goat has self-tamed. Well, I suppose, welcome, Goat Doe 1. We might be able to make use of you. You do produce milk, so, well, that's something. Now, Lobelia is good with animals, so yeah, we're going to say Lobelia is going to be your handler. So yeah, we might be looking at some milk before too long. Welcome, goat. And keep an eye on this turkey as well to see if that's going to be a problem for us. It looks like we do still have wood over on this side, so we aren't at risk at running out before we get this finished. I want to get the walls done before we worry about putting in the beds, but yeah, I think we might have to get maybe a little bit more. I suppose we'll see. Well, I have asked Bonfin to make a pelt coat. I believe we have enough wool to get one of those made. 75. Really, we're that close? But not quite enough. We might be able to do a combination. I suppose we'll see whether or not he's actually able to do it. Yes. Well, it certainly looks like he is trying, and I think he did get a few different types, so yeah, whether or not it's going to be possible, I suppose we'll see. Yep, another type of fur. Or rather, there was some blue fur down there. Oh, we did have enough. Fantastic. Bonfin, get making. Lostiel chucking the roof on here. We are very close to completion. Just a little bit more, team. Fantastic. With that stage done, we are going to have a look at getting some basic beds in for now. And these just are wood beds. Like, there's no cloth involved in this at all. So I think they are just very, very basic. So we'll go ahead and chuck in a few of these beds for now. Like so. I know that's a lot of wood, but we're going to see whether or not we're capable of doing that, because that should be able to sustain a few guests. And as for torches, maybe a wall sconce with a torch on the side. Yeah, we don't want it to be too fancy, but I think that will help. You know what? Let's go ahead and just cancel those two for now. Just focusing on 3 beds, I'll be happy with that. Look, we got ourselves a kitchen, so I think we want to try and get that sorted if we can. Give Lobelia somewhere proper to cook. And before I do that, I'm just going to expand area 1, as this is the area that is being cleaned. So we're going to want to make sure that this is all clean. Fantastic. Good. So we've got ourselves a fuel stove that we want. A kitchen sink would be quite nice. Increases cooking speed and butchery speed. Well, I wasn't wanting to have the butcher's table in here, but maybe we might need to have it in here if we have the kitchen sink in here. Yeah. That's a tough one to decide, because we're going to have blood no matter what. I think we will have the butchery elsewhere for the time being, but yeah, we're going to need to build a kitchen sink there too. Okay, so we have a few extra things that we can put in here. They do increase the cleanliness of the room, and they kind of reduce the chance of us having food poisoning here. So getting these placed in would be great, and I think we can just place them right above the workstations. The butcher's shelf would be great to be able to place in. Say if we want to have the butchery kind of table over here. It is very close to where we're doing our food prep though. I mean, we can fit that in here. Maybe we do want to do it in here. You know what? I think we're going to try it for now and see if it works out. Yeah. As for our completed meals, I think we want to put them in here. It will cause non-meat-like food to rot at a much slower rate, which sounds fantastic to me. And finally, we want to go ahead and plop down our chairs that they're going to be able to work with in here. Okay, looks good to me. We're going to need a lot more wood though, I think. Oh, and finally, we do want to have a light source in here other than just the windows, I think. So let's look at plopping a wall sconce, maybe just there for now. As for our wood, I think we're going to have to start looking across the way here. We're going to ask for these plants here to be chopped down. So, Lostiel, you're going to be busy, unfortunately. Hop to it, thank you. And Lobelia is getting involved with that as well. Excellent. I think once we have a little bit of wood, Lobelia will probably go back to construction, if I had to guess. But yeah, good stuff. All right, Bomfin, he's doing a great job on this coat. I think he's nearly completed and... Oh, unfinished? Work left too. Buddy, you were nearly done. Well, I guess he does want to keep the place nice and clean. I do respect him for that. Cleaning up the trash. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. But let's try get that coat finished tonight, huh? Yeah, don't worry. We'll get this done. And fantastic. Whoa, a legendary work? Oh, because he was inspired. He created a legendary pelt coat. Well, wonderful. This is fantastic quality. It's worth a lot. Bloody hell, my dude. Well, I guess that's why we want to make use of those inspirations when they have them. And yes, fantastic. We want to make these guest beds. We don't have a charge on them yet, but I guess we can set a rate. Guest renting this bed will have a +1 mood effect. -1 mood. You know what? Let's keep it nothing for now. Just because we're not offering all that much. Yeah, sure. Let's give that a go. I quite legitimately just heard the Roblox sound, and I have no idea where I heard that from. Interesting. Oh, well, that's incredibly cute. Morg fell asleep with a marble labyrinth just here on the table. That's one of the goods that came from that caravan up the top. And speaking of that caravan, we do still have some goods up there, like this toque that isn't being used by anyone. It'd be nice if someone was wearing it because it is getting colder. A toque's a toque. We can't, say no to that. I think what I'm going to do for now is, Bomfin, we're going to put you on #1 priority for hauling, cleaning, we're going to go ahead and bump that back up because we do want him to do some other things as well, but there is a fair amount in the field that we are going to want him to haul. And interestingly enough, we have received a quest, shelter for Wilson. Ethereal, Lord of the High Council of Elves, is requesting a favor. Her friend, James Wilson, is interested in learning about other cultures, and she wants us to host him at Lothlorien for 18 days. Okay, so we could accept for goodwill. I don't think we want any of those components. So I think we're gonna accept for goodwill. We're gonna give this, James Wilson shelter. Okay, sure. Pods have arrived. Well, I'm guessing he, again, not in a pod, but rather was transported here through some magical means. Yeah. Hello, Wilson. Welcome. And it looks like he's going to start puzzling using these marble labyrinths that are up here. You know, these headdresses are just going to go to waste unless we do something with them. Wilson, he can just hang out. I mean, we can put him to work, protect him until the shuttle arrives. Now, the shuttle is probably a caravan or a ship, right? A ship of some kind. Sure. Maybe one that can sail down this small river. Just a boat. Yeah. Now, Wilson, okay, so there are very limited things that he can do, and I guess that's okay. Sure. But you know what? I think, Bomfin, I want you to come up here and wear this headdress. Oh, except we got a mad goat. Maybe let's deal with that first. Well, it's not our goat, so let's see. Oh, you're pretty close. Which way is it going to go, huh? Is it going to come up this way? It looks like it is. Okay, so, Bomfin, my lightning friend, let's go ahead and just get you to stop here. And that should be enough range. It is. Oh, our Thunderlord. Doing good work, my friend. Doing good work. Okay, headdresses. Yes, let's go ahead and get you to wear that. Lostiel, we're going to get you to go ahead and wear this one here. And Lobelia, we're going to get you to wear the cowboy hat. And yeah, we are forcing them to wear them for the time being. That's okay. We will work out like a proper kind of outfit for them, but as long as they're not upset wearing them, I think that's all right. And there we go, Lostiel, looking good with that headdress on. Very nice. Bomfin, very nice as well. And Lostiel with another skill. So I think we are going to go into meditation at this point. So cleansing will get rid of diseases and addictions. Deep meditation gives more ki, and renewing is a mood and joy bonus. I think we're going to go for cleansing. I feel like that could be quite useful. Lostiel hauling over some of that wood, fantastic. The rooms are ready, which is great, so we can actually accept people now, like Wilson, for example. I think he will be sleeping in one of those beds, if I had to guess, but I suppose we'll see. I think before long, we're going to want to try and construct a bridge across here. Right now, that isn't a top priority of ours, though. Bomfin, refueling the campfire. We actually aren't going to need this campfire because we've got that, so yeah, do we want it still? There's not too much more wood left on that one, so how about we just prioritize that? You're doing that? I think you are. Sure. And you know what? I think for now we could cancel it, but Lobelia does have some food that she can work on. A hobbit and a cowboy hat. I kind of like that look. It's good. Well, we've got the kitchen cupboards in. They're kind of covering the windows, but I like to think that they're sitting just above the windows. Hey, fantastic. We got ourselves a stove. And so we can make so many different things here. Desserts, gourmet meals. We can grind down some lambus flour and prepare lambus. Bake it even. I think what we want to have for now is probably just some simple meals. Just some simple basic meals. And so we'll say do until we have, and let's just go until we got 10. Sure. Lower medicine, that's all right, we can make that work. And look at that, we are actually storing food here. Do I want to, there it is again. There's that Roblox sound. Is it the goat that's making that noise? I have no idea, but it's interesting. Obviously, lots of construction noise going on here at the moment, and is that chair facing the wrong way? I think it is. Let's go ahead and uninstall this, or rather reinstall facing that way. There we go. Much, much better. Fantastic. This is a fueled stove. It's working now. Lobelia, you got yourself a new cooking space. And just to be sure, we're going to deconstruct that there. This is a relatively nice iron urn. I think we could probably claim it and reinstall it in here. Let's just go place it in the corner for the time being. This will be our dining hall. It's not a priority right now, but it probably will be our next construction project. We can probably tear this down now that I think about it, and look at that. We have visitors. Yeah, they're afraid to enter because of the insects, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and assure safety. And just like that, we've got ourselves visitors. A group of woodland domain elves. Hi. Well, hello. They look interesting. An elf architect. A chef. A shipwright, and a sellsword. I think you look like you're human. Yeah. And I think what's cool here as well is that we have light coming from the inside here out through these windows, so it's illuminating our nice scenic bench here. And I've just noticed now that we do have 4 guests and we only have 3 beds, so we probably want to do something about that. Dwarven bandits. Well, I guess, sure. Sure. Okay, let's go ahead and chuck this down. And I'm thinking now we're probably going to need a little bit more food that we've got so many people here. So let's just go bump that up to 15 for now. Whether or not they will eat from here, I'm not too sure. But these last for 8.5 days, so that's nice. Let's just go ahead and build a copy of this bed. Let's go make it face that way there. It's a little cramped in here for sure, but it's accommodation. Okay, Dwarven bandits. So we have 2. We have Dwali and we have Diffin over here. And they seem to be regular dwarves. Okay, so are they making their way down? Looks like they are. So we're going to go ahead and grab the team and we're going to get ready up on this side of the town. Yeah, what I'm probably going to want is for Bomfin to strike them from further away. And once we get closer here, I'm going to ask Lostiel to start meditating. Yeah, and meditate. Start getting some of that ki. Okay, no, looks like they're just hanging out for now. Okay, well, sorry to interrupt your meditation there, Lostiel, but it looks like we're going to be moving closer. Perhaps up to that position there. Okay, it's not too difficult of a raid for us to manage, but they have weapons and they probably have a little bit of protection to them. Something that we are going to have to consider here. Alright, we are close enough that we should be able to strike, so let's see if we can do it. Okay, Diffin. And a nice stun to start things off. We melted his bloody foot off. Good stuff, my friend, good stuff. And you know what? They're not actually attacking it either. They probably have no idea where that lightning bolt came from. Okay, Lostiel, let's get you meditating, huh? Focus as you can down here. And, well, the gods are going to strike yet again at Diffin. Yep, they most certainly are. And it looks like Dwali is going to be attacking, and he's going to be trying to attack down that way. Alright, it's not ideal. We can see that Diffin is down, and, well, with his jaw melted off and his right foot melted off, I don't think we want to try and recruit this guy. He's got fantastic mining, absolutely wonderful, but, yeah, probably ain't gonna happen. So we're gonna send Lobelia in to, first of all, strip our friend. Bomfin, Lostiel, and Morg, we're gonna get you to go around this way here. Yep. Oh, no, we're going to go back up. Lobelia, pop on back down. Because Dwali? Yeah, Dwali over here is coming for us now. So let's get ready to fight properly. There we go. Lostiel, let's get you moving over the side. Morg over here, thank you. Oh my god. Bomfin, you mad lad. I'm not sure what happened then. Yep, it was another head melt. God damn, friend. God damn. What did he have on him, gear-wise? Just a dwarven tunic. Well, we've got a walking axe now, which that's pretty cool. I think I want you to have this, my friend. Go ahead and equip the axe, if you'd be so kind. You can probably go ahead and keep the mithril knife as a sidearm. Okay, well, looks like we're going to need some graves. Lobelia, if you could head on over, strip our friend up there. Oh dear. Let's get some graves dug. And we probably will be doing this, like kind of this way, just digging the graves as necessary. Lostiel, if I could get you to prioritize working on those. Yeah, Bomfin, you do what you need to do. Hauling back some pants. Fantastic. Okay, and as for our friend here, Lobelia, we're just going to go and melee attack him here. Because Lobelia is our best fighter. You know what? How about you go ahead and equip that. Equip the pitchfork as a sidearm. And let's see if the axe is better. Kind of. Minor break risk, Lostiel. Okay. You're nearly done, Lostiel. And yeah, that's a very dead bandit. Very dead. Let's go bury this one here. Lostiel, we'll get you to do the same in just a second. Grim work, I know, grim work. Morg, you can go back to just chilling out. And we want to make sure that that's bury and not consume. Very good. Well, I guess we did that. Guests can't claim beds. Yeah, sorry about that. We'll get to that. Will we get to it tonight? Lobelia's not in a great mood, so yeah. You know what? I think for now, we're just going to go and chuck a sleeping spot on the ground. I think that we're going to have to. All right, furniture, sleeping spot. It ain't much, but there you go. Phaedrus, when you wake up, you will be able to claim that. There we go, guest beds. Lovely, huh? Oh, Wilson doesn't have somewhere either. That's, yeah. Sorry, Wilson. Don't worry, we'll get this sorted in the morning. Well, everyone is awake and active, going about their days. Let's make sure we get these beds built, and ideally we'll get this butcher table finished. I think we are going to need some more wood though, yet again. We do go through it alarmingly quickly, but hey, we're getting there. Well, Bonfin has leveled up a few times throughout today, so I think we are going to go for versatility again, just to get that maxed out, and then it's going to be efficiency after that. He's getting very good at those lightning bolts. I've actually got Bonfin out here because we need to do a little bit of quick hunting, so to speak. Yeah, Bonfin, thank you very much for that. We do have our butcher table up and running. We need to get some food stat because we're getting very, very hungry. A bit of a lapse in judgment throughout today. So we're going to get that emergency food done fast. And I'm sorry to Mr. Turkey here as well. Because you're so close, well, we're going to make sure that we have that food tonight, huh? Yeah. Well, wonderful. Looks like Wilson has decided to go on a bit of an insulting spree, insulting everyone, which is going to make people upset. That's not so nice, but we only need to deal with Wilson for so long. Lobelia, thank you. You're an absolute star. And you know what? I forgot to set that up. Let's make sure that we leave some things in here, huh? Oh, well, we've got some travelers making their way through. Well, that's nice. Some hobbits from the Shire, just passing through though. Well, there's only a little bit of chaos going on at the moment. Could be worse, I suppose. And Lobelia getting that food cooked for us, which is wonderful. Caddy is meant to be forbidden from coming in here, but that doesn't seem to stop her. And a major break risk from Lobelia. We need to make sure that she has a proper rest now. Good job, our wee hobbit. You saved us from starvation there. Well, Lobelia is back at it again today. We're definitely going to need a bit more of a stockpile. Well, I didn't actually realize, but this one here has been unconscious for a little while. It must have been stunned on the day prior. So, Morg, we're going to send you out to deal with this one here. Let's go ahead and prioritize hunting it. Hopefully he's going to be able to just go and finish the creature off. Oh, Wilson. In a social fight, with a guest of ours no less. We can't take you anywhere, can we? No, we can't. Oh dear. Eating our food, causing all kinds of trouble, Wilson. Ah dear. He's here to learn about other cultures. He's doing a good job. Yeah. And yes, the elves have left disappointed. They've had enough of us, and I don't blame them. Wilson, you kind of did us in then. Ah, dear, what a pain. Well, I want to have somewhere that we're going to be able to store some goods close by, and I think having another little pantry shelf over here on the side is going to help us out with that. Lostiel, we do appreciate you trying. As for Lobelia, she's going to have herself a quick meal, and some more visitors. Honestly, I think... do we want to accept them right now? Wilson, as long as he behaves himself, we could be okay. And it's only just one. An elf musician. Okay, I'm sure we can manage one staying for a while. Yeah. Bomfin trying his best to keep the place nice and clean. We appreciate your hard work, my friend. And you know what? It's the others that are making this more difficult, hauling the meat away from here. Yeah, could you not? For now, we do have meats and other raw ingredients away from there for now. And a mana drain. Interesting. Well, that will cause an effect to Bomfin, but we hope that that's going to be okay. I'm also hoping that with Wilson being passed out, he's not going to be able to insult anyone, so yeah, that might help. So for right now, I would like our meat to be stored here, so I'm hoping that's going to be nice and easy for them to do. And even though there is a little bit of a mana drain going on at the moment, we're going to send Bomfin out yet again to hunt. We should be sending Morg, I know, but I think we just want to make sure that we're going to have this go off without a hitch. And even with the mana drain, I think Bomfin is going to be perfectly capable of lying on the ground, of course. Of doing exactly that. Very good work, my friend. And we're actually going to get Bomfin to haul that back with him. Thank you, my friend. Ngolian, I hope your stay is nicer than it's been for some of the others. You're pretty stressed out right now. You're naked. Okay, well that doesn't help. And there's an animal disease going on. And one of our puzzles has been solved. Well, that's nice, I suppose. But yeah, Caddy has the plague. That's not good. That's very bad. Very, very bad for Caddy. Okay, well, the plague. Not fun. We definitely need to get some kind of treatment going on there. Bomfin, thank you for dropping off the dead one. Now, Caddy, we need to make sure that we make another little sleeping spot for you. Okay, we'll pop that down there for now so that hopefully you will go rest and we'll be able to give you some proper treatment. Yeah. And in the meantime, I am going to ask for one more of these deer to be hunted. We are going to leave the pair here alone, just so that if they do choose to stay on the map, they might repopulate after a little while. Well, Lobelia is making use of the kitchen, which I am happy to see. Obviously, the meat does have a chance to spoil here, but it's close by, so it means that Lobelia is going to be able to get this cooking done nice and easy. Good stuff. Good stuff. And you might see that Bomfin finally is doing some stone cutting for us. Yeah, it's a long time overdue, and I'm thinking we're going to go for a lot of stone tables in here. We do have this one slate table. We've got quite a bit of sandstone close by, so I think we're going to be trying to make a fair few blocks with that first of all. And well, look at that. Morg did actually do some hunting for us. I'm very thankful, my friend. Nicely done. And still, our animals just wander on in here. Trouble, as always. Well, it's not too luxurious, but getting a few chairs here will allow our dining room to become a dining room. Useful, I think. And the first project we're going to be doing with our sandstone is laying down a little bit of a path. So we're going to need a fair amount of that, but I think it is something that we're going to be able to do without too much trouble. And, well, it's going to speed up travel through this area, but it's also just going to look nice too. Hey, we got some milk. Nice. Not half bad. Magic is returning to normal, and, well, I just got a little bit of a notice from Lobelia where she does need some recreation, and you know what? A party. That's fantastic. A party sounds great. Yes. I kind of want to just clear everyone's... Oh, yeah, Lobelia's going. That's fantastic. That's good. Yeah, Lobelia, we're going to give you an extra hour of recreation in the evening just because I feel like she hasn't been getting enough of it. And you know what it probably is? We probably need more than one bench. I know it's silly just having a bench for recreation right now, but hey, things could be worse, right? Ah, dear. Well, you'll be happy to know that Wilson's also made a full recovery. Our poet... Yeah, okay. I'm sure he's been having fun. Morg, thank you very much for hosting this party out here in the Lambus fields. Speaking of our Lambus, it is growing slowly but surely. It's kind of getting there. And weirdly enough, we do have a rich soil blueprint down for now. I don't know why. I'm not 100% sure why that was there. I guess we might actually need to kind of cycle the rich soil. Not sure, but yeah, we'll have to kind of keep our eyes on that. We might be using too much of it. Ooh, potatoes before too long though. And you know what? I'm terrible. I completely forgot about Caddy. She has been getting treatment, but yeah, 56% immunity. Okay. Well, as long as we can keep up with treatment, I think we're going to be okay. We are ahead of it. We just need to get to 100% immunity before that plague takes over. It does mean that we're going to be using more of our heal route here. That's okay. We do have a fair amount of herbal medicine. I guess it would be nice to save it, but here we are, having a party, having a good time, actually just unwinding. That was nice. That was really nice. Yeah. And I think this little pathway is going to look nice once it is finally completed. Alright. Hey, you got a table to eat off there, Lost Deal. I know you don't have a chair, but it's a start. Wilson, you can wander on out, go for a walk. I think we're going to continue with that construction in the morning. We've got a fair few sandstone blocks here, so I think our friend is going to be, ready for that. What we're not ready for is fall, which it's here now. Yeah, we're going to need a lot more in the way of warm clothes. Thankfully, we do have quite a bit of leather, so we might be able to look at making some more leather clothing. And as much as I want to get Lostiel to continue focusing on construction and plant cutting, I think it's time for us to get her researching once again. And I think we are going to start off with, her own apparel. It's only 100. It's pretty quick and easy for us to research, so I think we will do that. And same thing for dwarves. We'll get 2 different types for now. The apparel for the Hobbit folk is a little bit more involved. We will chuck that into our queue. And I think that's what we will go with for now. Well, looking at the rest of our map, there are a few turkeys out here for us to hunt, so I think we'll jump straight to that. But there isn't much else in the way of animals. We do still have 2 deer over here, and we did have some moose, and we still do, roaming around the center here, but yeah, we're going to leave them be for now. There are only 2 of them after all. And you know what? Wilson seems to be having a better time. Yeah, he's been insulted a whole heap, but you know, catharsis after his break that he had. Yeah. Well, it seems we do still need to have those warmer clothes, that much is true, and we definitely do need to get these scenic benches put in place just so that we can have a shared recreation that everyone can partake in. We could always just chuck down something else a bit basic. Yeah, and you know what? We're going to do that. Just get some horseshoes. We can place it just out the back here. It's something that our guests can partake in as well. Something for the whole family, eh? Well, look at that. Their stay was okay. Our other elven poet has decided to head on off. And you know what? That's okay. An okay stay is better, considering they were staying with Wilson here as well. Yeah, we are going to make this into a nicer guest room. It's just not on our highest priority right this second. Well, it seems that Wilson has taken a liking to the doll. Oh, God. Maybe not. He just threw it violently on the ground. I'm a bit concerned about Wilson. Let's keep a close eye on him for now. Well, one group that we do have on the map here still are these boomalopes. There's quite a few of them. Boomalopes can be dangerous to hunt for a few reasons. And you know what? I think avoiding fires right now might be for the best. Well, we've got a cougar out here, and we do have a moose by itself. I'm not sure, no, it is part of that same group still. We probably want to try and take down some of these, predators. Otherwise, they will be causing trouble for us. I think we can do without them for now, as I believe a potato harvest, is right around the corner. It is here now. You know what? I think we're going to let Lostiel complete this bit of research here, and then we'll get her harvesting all those potatoes. Looks like she's going to be doing a little bit of horseshoeing with Lobelia first of all, and Bomfin as well. So I think this was a good addition. It's a very basic thing for them to be able to relax with, but hey, it's something. And did you just... Wilson, you have been nothing but trouble. Dear, that's what we get for accepting him, huh? Yep. What can you do? Well, we can build a pathway, and that pathway is nearly complete. I think we're going to need a little bit more of those sandstone blocks. Actually, you know what? I think that's probably enough to do it. So come the morning, we're going to finish that research, and then Lostiel will get you harvesting. Okay, and some bad news. The plague is still here, and it is affecting Bomfin. It seems that Caddy is completely fine now. Yep, developed immunity, but Bonfin has the plague. We cannot lose Bomfin here, so we're going to change this to a medical bed, and we're going to make sure that he gets some good treatment here. Lostiel is jumping straight into action as snow begins to fall, a gentle snow. Thankfully, inside our rooms, it is a pretty good temperature, but even so, snow. It's going to get cold up here in these mountains, and thankfully, Lobelia is going to be okay because, well, we can make ourselves some nice Hobbit clothing. Okay, thank you, Lostiel. How about that harvest? And thankfully, yes, we do have a fair amount of potatoes that are getting harvested. Yes, a good harvest. We're going to make sure that those get brought in, that they're going to be kept on the pantry shelf here. Not sure how many we're going to be able to keep, but, well, hopefully a fair few. Lobelia? Let's see. Just making a meal right away. Okay. And Bomfin, buddy, hang in there. Okay. Plague is at 8.9, immunity is at 22, so we're already off to a really good start. Lostiel, you're quite the healer. Thank you. Well, I've said that we're allowing potatoes to be stored here, so I hope that they're going to get hauled down there before long. But yes, with the first of the snow here, with Bonfin in bed, with the plague, with Morg finishing up our little pathway here, that's where we're going to be wrapping up our episode for today. We've made a bit of progress. We have ourselves the start of our grand haul, where we're going to entertain guests, provide food for our settlers, and, well, deal with Wilson and his doll. Yes, he is a interesting one, to say the least, but at least he's happy for now. Yeah, Lobelia has been an absolute star, keeping us all nice and fed. It's a whole heap of potatoes to go around. Morg proving that he can be a decent hunter and can adequately help us out with the construction. Lostiel, an adept healer, a fantastic grower, and pretty damn handy in a fight as well. And finally, Bonfin. He may be sick with the plague, but our lightning mage here is truly a formidable force. Be sure to join me in the next, where we will continue our expansion and we'll get our folks properly decked out to deal with the coming winter. With the first of snow, it is just a taste of what is yet to come. Let's hold on out. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. For now, I have been Rycon, you have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned.